Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Golden Gloves Chat Show. I'm Brian Mitchell. With me is Kaine Fourie. Kaine Fourie, how's it? Nice to have you in our studio for the first time. Lusanda and Komanisi, second time. Welcome back. These two guys are fighting in a massive fight. We're going to talk about it just now in a big 8-round fight at Empress Palace. Lusanda and Komanisi, you nicknamed the Mexican. You nicknamed Kaine. We're going to talk about that. You 27 fights, 27 wins at least, 7 losses, 34 fights. 22 KOs, Lusanda Komanisi, fantastic, unbelievable record. And the man on my right hand side, Kaine Fourie, is 5-2, 5 wins, fantastic record as well. You're undefeated, 2 draws and 5 wins and 3 KOs. You're 34 years old, you're 22, I believe you're 22 today. Happy birthday, Kaine Fourie. It's a pleasure for me to be interviewing you on your birthday. So happy 22-year-old today. You got your 34-year-old experienced man on the left-hand side. We're going to talk a lot about it. You turned pro in 2007. Now, the amazing thing is, ladies and gents, you've got to listen to this. In 2007, when Lusanda Komanisi turned pro, this young man was only 6 years old. So you were 6 years old when you turned pro. Would you have ever thought that you're going to be fighting in a big fight at Empress Palace? So let's talk about it. The fight is definitely youth versus experience. I mean, you can't, I've always said it and I've said it, I'll say it for the rest of my life. You can't buy youth and you can't buy experience. So that's one of those things that's actually to your advantage. So it depends out of the two, you guys who uses it to their best advantage, of course. So, yeah, as we said, 22 years old, 34 years old. Let's talk about you guys. Kaine, let me talk to you first. How did you get into boxing? Talk to us about your background.
Yeah, so the boxing in our family was running from way back then, from my dad's side and my mom's side as well. And my dad was a professional boxer. I think Uncle Jeff promoted him for his first fight at Golden Gloves or something, I'm not sure. He fought Andre Tyson. First fight, yeah. So, yeah, it was always in the family. And I told my dad since I was like 4, 5, 6 years old, always told him, I want to box, Dad, I want to box. He told me, no, just wait. Once we're 15, 14 years old, if you still want to box, tell me, and then we can go from there. And then, yeah, when I was turning 15, 16 years old, at 16 years of age, I went to my dad and said I want to box, and that's where it all started.
So you started quite late in life, eh? 16 years old, and you're now 22, and you're a professional fighter. Lusanda, let's talk to you. You've been in the fight game forever. You told me you moved to Johannesburg when you're only 20 years old, and you're now 34. Talk to us quickly about, you're originally from East London. How you came from East London to Johannesburg?
My manager at that time, Mr. Tengen said East London is not a good place for you to make it out there. You know, he moved us to Johannesburg. I was one of 20 guys. Like me, many more, like the many champions. You know, he said you need to go join the other champions on the other side. And he was good friend with Mr. Durant.
The late Big Durant.
Yes.
So you guys were a massive stable, eh?
Yes.
You said there's about 30 guys from East London, amazing, at the late Nick Durant stable.
And we were living in the same house, one of us.
Really?
Just different rooms.
In Norwood?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so that's your background, originally from East London. Let's talk about your nicknames before we get into your big 8-round fight that we're going to chat a lot about. K9, nicknames are so interesting to me because it always comes from something special.
Yeah, it's a funny story. So I was going to Coach G, my first, like, let's say I was there for like 10 days. And then when I had my first sparring session ever, they had Coach G. And I went in, I'm not going to say like I hit the guy bad, but I damaged him a bit.
Yes.
And then it felt nice. And then outside the ring, my coach told me, no, Kaine, you've got the dog in you. So I was like, okay, the dog, Kaine, it's a good name, but I need something that rhymes with Kaine. And I said Kaine, K9, and I'm the dog. So that's perfect.
Yeah, it's a great nickname.
Yeah.
So
now once in the ring, I'm the dog.
So your trainer was saying you got a lot of dog in you.
A lot of dog in me.
Great nickname. And then the Mexican, how did the Mexican come about?
I moved up to Joburg as schoolboy.
You were schoolboy, I remember that.
No, it was schoolboy.
Lusanda schoolboy Komanisi.
When I joined Mr. Durant, he said I reminded him of how the Mexicans fight. Because I was sparring most of all his champions, Tebula, Vejeka, Tete Mtalani, and when I spar all of them, I reminded him of how the Mexican fighters
and that's a big compliment.
I didn't even know that he was going to put it in my outfit until I was in the change room. And then he said...
Yeah. Oh, you didn't even know you were the Mexican until you went into the change room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Nick Durant. He was charismatic, isn't it? So he called you the Mexican and the name is stood. Oh, and it's a big compliment. Obviously, Mexican fighters can fight. And the dog, there's nothing wrong with Kaine. It's a great nickname as well. Okay, so your big fight next week, Saturday. You two guys, 25th of November, double down at the Palace. A scheduled 8-round fight on a Golden Glove show. World Sports Betting is a sponsor on the undercard of Kevin Lerena versus Senad Gashi. That's a big, big fight. We're going to talk more about Kevin Lerena's fight now, and I'll tell you more about it. And this is all at Empress Palace. Kaine, let me ask you firstly, a big fight like this for you now, obviously it's next level, everything's next level. Everybody wants to be a world champion. He's a former world champion, former South African champion. And obviously you 22 years old, you want to get there. When they offered you this fight and you signed for it, did you not feel maybe he's got too much experience, or did that not bother you?
No, look, at the end of the day, I was born ready for this. I mean, if my coach said I'm ready for, let's say, whoever, for Komanisi, I'm ready for him.
Yes.
He knows the best out of me.
Yes.
I mean, he sees me every day.
Yes.
And everything. So he's like my second father to me. So he knows everything. So, but I feel like now I'm ready for anyone now in this South Africa division. And I feel like Komanisi is just another, not a stepping stone, but he's the person in front of me that's one that jeopardy I couldn't say.
It's the next step in your career.
And also like a young kid with no plan B, just spent dropping out of school to pursue boxing. It's going to take a lot of out of Komanisi to beat me on that night. So I don't know, it's going to be a good fight, but I feel like I have it and definitely going to go for the KO.
Well said. Lusanda, you facing a 22-year-old that can punch, that's undefeated, that's definitely dangerous. You're not at the end of your career, but you're kind of up there now as a 34-year-old. How do you see the fight? Do you see a 22-year-old that can take everything away from you that you've achieved?
Look, Brian, Kaine is a good fighter. You know, I haven't watched any of his fight. Maybe his last one, when he fought that Moyo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only saw that fight, clips on that fight, and I respect what he does in the ring. You know, he shows he's a hard worker. But, you know, I'm built different. You know, I'm bringing more than just power in the ring. I'm bringing my experience, I'm bringing my tricks, you know, I'm bringing my traps. You know, I'm bringing everything for him, you know, and I want to be sure and make everybody understand on that night that I am the first guy to take him down.
You're the first guy to beat Kaine.
I'm making it my job. You know, I want to take him down that night.
Kaine, your response to that?
It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a step over. I mean, he's not fighting a Kai Vasako or someone. He's fighting Kaine, Fourie, Kaine. So, and you know, my favorite food is Mexican food. So,
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be a good night. Just come in and watch it.
Lusanda, do you think he's bitten off more than he can chew, Kaine?
I think so. You know, I think he doesn't know what he's signed up for.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand. But after that bell goes in the first round, he's going to realize when I'm standing in front of him that I mean business. And I mean business, Kaine. You know, I'm coming for you. I respect you. I've seen what you've done, but I'm coming for you.
Does the fight go 8 rounds, Lusanda?
I don't think so.
You obviously rated as one of the best body punchers ever in South Africa.
Yes.
Like a Ledwaba, like a Ulysses Chavez.
Yes.
Do you think that's going to be enough to beat this talented 22-year-old next to me?
I'm gonna bring everything I have, but I'm gonna make sure when the fight ends, my hand goes up as a winner.
Kaine Fourie, he's bringing everything he's got. Is that enough to beat you as a young undefeated professional?
Well, that's what we train for. I mean, to bring the best out of both fighters. And at the end of the day, yeah, it's going to be nice. Fighting Komanisi, like you say, one of the best knockout artists in South Africa.
Yeah,
probably the
especially
most
body
knockouts.
punches, yeah.
So also he's coming in with me. Also, I think now personally I'm the hardest hitter lightweight that he is now in South Africa. And we, like you said, when the bell rings, everything is gone. The talk is gone. And I think personally the fight's not going to go 8 rounds because he's a puncher. I'm a puncher. One mistake and one mistake is all it takes.
Well, I must tell you guys as well that the Golden Gloves got big plans for the winner of this fight. You two guys are very talented and we're all excited about the fight. Last words from you, Kaine, about, you've said quite a lot already that how do you see the fight going, who wins and why?
So yeah, obviously I'm going to win. I've been training hard for this fight. I've never trained so hard for this fight because now I'm going up against one of the best featherweight, junior lightweight boxers there was in South Africa. And now I think it's Komanisi's time is over. I mean, the new generation is coming up, and I'm all for it.
Lusanda, Komanisi, last words from you.
Far from over, my guy. I'm 34. I'm at my prime now. This is exactly when I'm gonna do the most damage to you and the other contenders. Far from over.
Well, there you hear it, ladies and gents, from the two fighters fighting in an 8-round fight on the 25th of November. Double down at the Palace. Fantastic tournament. Kevin Lerena versus Senat Gashi will be the main fight, and that for the WBC interim Bridgerweight world title. We look forward to that big fight with Kevin Lerena and Senat Gashi from Germany. Main supporting bout, Shavante Koopman. We saw how great he was against Tyson versus Cristiano Ondumbasi. Another big fight. And then you got these two guys, Lusanda Komanisi fighting Kaine Fourie. And the nice thing I like about this fight as well is you got two brilliant trainers in Gert Stadium and Vusi Matola. Let's not forget the trainers and the tactical guys. They will be trying to get their guys up for the victory. And it's important that the winner of this fight, these guys need to win because the winner goes forward onto the big Golden Glove shows in 2024. And then, of course, Darren Rousseau fights Jamie Webb on the undercard. So star-studded undercard as well. Look out for that Golden Glove show, 25th of November, Empress Palace, brought to you by World Sports Betting and Supersport, your world of champions. From me, Brian Mitchell, thank you for watching. Thank you, Kaine, for being a guest. Thank you, Lusanda Komanisi. I'm looking forward to a fantastic 8-round fight, 25th of November. Look out for it.